and thank you for joining me today. My name is Hannah and it's lovely to see you and to just have this bit of time with you to bring you some messages from your beloved spirit guides and some family too. They are saying we're not going to tell you everything today because of course it would be way too much for you to have all of the information about everything that's going on. And with that, they are asking you to give them a break. I feel like maybe, well, they're telling me you've been asking a lot of questions about everything and it's hard to do what you need to do because what they're describing it as is, let's just say you've got a sore leg and you're going, why is my leg hurting? Why is my leg hurting? And they're actually saying to you, you need to do this, you need to do this, but you're so angry at the fact that you're in pain or something like that, that you're actually ignoring the messages. And it feels, they're showing me it's like it's mounting up. It's like you're now asking a lot more deeper questions, but it still needs to be solved. That if you've got pain in your body, that's the way to look at healing yourself. And then they're talking about, you know, it's why you've got the pain. There are things that are affecting it. However, if you go on that natural journey to releasing the energy that's stuck there, you're going to release it and you'll feel a heck of a lot better. But they're saying it needs to be soon. And the feeling is it's getting a bit worse and it's going to get worse. So they don't want you to hold on to it. And they're saying it's not simple. Sometimes our subconscious is holding on to it. For example, if there's a pattern there that when you're in this pain, there's certain things that happen and maybe you get a little bit more support. Sometimes we, our minds, our psyche can be very, very clever in the sense that we want to hold on to that energy because it gets us more attention. And this isn't coming from a judgmental place. This is just what happens. And so in that way, you might be wanting something else. They're saying you might want to do things that are more about making yourself happy and making yourself feel good. But there's always going to be this pull to get rid of the pain from your guides because to them, they have to shift. And they're saying it's like everyone influencing you at the moment. You've got to hold your ground. You've got to build up your walls, and they're light walls that you can contain yourself when you need to, which is important because when you're in pain, you know, it's easy to kind of snap and give out a bit. But if you can work on putting light around yourself and building up your boundaries and working through stuff, you're going to get just a healing experience, they're calling it. Okay, so I've got a really stubborn energy here, and it's showing up in Page of Wands. And I've got you going, I don't want anyone else's help. I want to do it on my own. It's your choice. It's totally your choice, and there's nothing to say, you know, don't do that. But your team are saying it's going to be difficult on your own because you're actually meant to have other people supporting you on this journey. So it's difficult, you know, the mind sometimes it's real challenging and it goes, oh, I need to do that on my own, I need to do that, I need to do that, but we're all here together. You think about it, how many people are on the earth? There's not, you know, there's lots of reasons why, but we're here to work together. Else there wouldn't be so many people on the earth. We really do need help from other people, and they give us help all the time if we tune into it and see it that way. It might be a mirror that you're being shown, it might be an example, it might be an inspiration, it might be something that they recommend you don't do because it could make it worse, but it's all through people that you're learning these things. So they want you to work with others. And in reply to that, I've got you saying, I don't want to work with anyone else, I want to work on my own. And they're saying, well, they're saying you've got to have a bit more faith. And it needs to come into yourself, this kind of remembering of why you came here, what's ahead, and shift with that, because there is a lot of change happening in the world all the time, but we're into health, we're into healing, we're into giving back to others. And they're saying, honestly, this is not a solo journey, so they're like, don't see it like that. And they're saying to me, it's sad if you see it like that. And it it makes me feel worried for you, because I feel it's really deeply sad if you see that it's just you on your own. And they will want you to feel like that. So work with your friends, work with your guides, and see who you are. That card, just to let you know, was Eight of Pentacles, followed by, of course, Hanged Man. Shift gears. The shift of perspectives. I don't mean go faster, I don't mean go slower. I mean go into a higher gear with more awareness of what's going on. And they are talking about energy and frequencies. If you want to be at a negative frequency, you're going to have a negative experience. But if you want to put things into the right place and start to clear things or focus on what's ahead, and just know that, well, okay, if I'm being guided to do this, it means I can do this. This is the way forwards. And I see it being like, they're saying it's got to be hard, because you've got to break out of this shell that you can't do it. And you've also got to release other people's doubts, and there's so much that needs to come out of your system and your energy body that at the moment is impacting your contentment with who you are. Okay, don't stress about the future. It is okay. You don't want to see the world as ending, because you never know. I mean, why would you live thinking that the world's going to end tomorrow? Because you're going to have a heck of a lot more stress. And you need to accept that for what's best for the greater good, it's living in the now. And in the now, if you think about how you're feeling or tune in, if there's pain, that's what you need to focus on. If there's discontentment, that's what you need to focus on. A lot of it comes from feeling not in your power, not in your full light, and also picking up on other people's energy. So very low boundaries, and you're letting the negative stuff come in. And if you work on that, you'll feel a whole lot better about what's coming ahead. Okay, so Two of Wands. They're saying you are journeying with someone. It is a two-way street. You have both taken time to do some things, not everything, because there's still a journey to go on. But you need to put yourself first. They're saying it won't hurt if you do that. It's like no harm done. Let's just say you put yourself first, and you're going to start to say, I'm not going to do that actually, because I need to put that money into myself. So your team like, whoa, yeah, it's different, but we have to put into ourselves to get out what we want. And it's not they're like, it's not too much, but it's significant enough that they're recommending that you seek some support for it. Okay, they're asking me to explain something really really good, but it's quite a big thing, and it's about healing. You've had this healing gift all your life, and you know that it's inside of you, but the worry that you have with it, or what to do with it, or where it's coming from, this has got to release for you to also get fully happy and well, and in the right place physically in your life, as in home, career, all of it. And it's difficult, because the truth is, yes, you've been born with this, and when it's like that, we can feel like, well, what, you feel almost like you're supposed to just offer this, and you don't know what it is, and you know what I'm trying to say, it's confusing. It's a lot, but it's also very confusing. But here goes. They want you to give yourself this healing. They want you to learn how to work and give yourself what you have, the healing that you have. And from healing yourself, you will learn whether you need to do anything else with it, i.e. offer some kind of healing service or something in that aspect of life. But But at the moment, they need you to know that it's one step at a time. And if you're not feeling great, you have to do more healing work on yourself. It's like it's too much to suddenly think, I'm going to work with other people and help other people if you're not feeling good in yourself. And they're asking you to stay on your path. And this, going back to the Hangman, I'm really seeing you here, and I see all the enlightenment around your head, but I'm also seeing that you're stuck. And I just feel that the physical needs to shift more for you. And I feel like it's gut feelings, and it's things that you don't really want to do, even things you don't really want to say. But it's definitely pulling on your energy, and it's someone just said sucking the life out of you. So it's not easy. Everyone has the same feeling. You don't want to hurt other people. I mean, obviously, some people have got so much negative energy in them that they don't realize that they're hurting other people. But let's not go into that right now. There. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. It's just who you are. You're a really special person, and you've got a really difficult path. It's a healing journey. I call it a healing journey. You can call it a path. And you're not meant to give up. You're not meant to just go, oh, well, I'm going to be XYZ forever. And your team are so not okay with you saying, oh, it's just my age. It's just getting older, because we have lived for hundreds of years in the past, and it can be done again. But we have to attune to what's going on. We have to change. The world needs it, the earth needs it, we all need it in ourselves and the people around us. And they're saying it's hard to find it, but you will find it. And they're kind of showing you, if you imagine 7 lights in a line, and there's rocks that keep getting over them. So it's like being in a mine. You've got 7 lights, and then the rocks keep coming in. And you keep clearing them, but then the rocks keep coming in. And it's because you're in the wrong space. There's something about where you are in the physical that isn't right for you. So every time you're feeling good, you then go into this place, wherever it is, and it's just bringing you down, right down. So they're like, no worries. So like, please don't worry about this, but you just need to accept that there's something else for you, and it's really, really a lot better. They're saying it will just be a stepping stone, and they don't want you to like kind of negatively spin it that you can't do anything else or you've got no other skills. These things are society's way of trying to keep you in one place, but you don't have to do that, and you can just have a stepping stone experience where you earn a bit more money and you have a bit more fun. All right. Okay, there is such a grandfather energy here for you. They're asking you to protect your energy, and they're saying it's time for you to do it yourself. You don't need anyone else to do it for you. You need to do it yourself, but this is going to make you make physical shifts. Because I'm being told it's going to affect mobility quite a lot if you don't protect your energy. And it's what's really hard here, and there's quite a lot of stress with this card, is because you've been being protected a lot by your guardians. But there's a really big lesson for you here. And because you've been so well protected, it's almost like you haven't fully learnt it. So this really sacred soul is saying to you, please learn to protect yourself, because there's going to be a time when they're not allowed to, because you've got to get through this, and you will. But you need to work with the intuition that you have, learn the skills that you need to get the support that you need to protect your energy. Yes, and it's coming back to this lovely soul saying, there's so much energy around. He's like, it's like this. Some good, some bad, some hugely bad. and you're not protected. It's like you're an open vessel, just taking it all in, going home, watching TV, more energy going in. It's not easy to work with. However, if you clear yourself regularly, little and often, and you need more healing to get rid of some trauma and old things that's difficult to do on your own, you'll feel a whole lot better, but you have to then keep it up. And they're like, this is where the comes in, because everyone wants to relax, and they're saying you're good at relaxing, but you also have to do this for yourself. It's like work, play. There's always an equal balance. You know, no one on this earth can just do nothing all day, every day. If they want a long life, you have to kind of, you know, earn your keep. Well, not necessarily money, but you've got to do something worthwhile for the earth, the greater good, the people around you, that you have a purpose on the earth. And yeah, some people find it younger, some people find it a bit older. It's a journey, but they're saying it's the same with the energy work. You've got to protect yourself and do a few things because you're sensitive. It's not because it's the law, it's because you're sensitive and your body's getting a little bit attacked. Okay, so they're just saying, just trust yourself and don't rush anything until you're ready. Listen to your angels, listen to the guides. And I really feel them saying, just focus on yourself. Like maybe you've had a few ideas recently and I feel them going a bit woo out there, and they're just saying, just focus on yourself, come back to yourself, don't worry, and let the stars heal you. Thank you so much for listening today. I'm really giving you lots of protection for right now, sending you the lights and sending you lots of support, wishing you a really positive rest of the day. Absolutely, if you would like any more information, you're very welcome to make contact or come into the Healing Centre in Truro, where I'd be really happy to talk and help. So have a great day and see you soon. Bye.